this is me from the future. The video that you clicked on is actually something that I recorded not too long ago, and I just wanted to pop on here really fast to address the quality of my videos. It's something that's been coming up in my comments. So if you guys want to stick around and kind of talk about that, hi, welcome. If you don't, I will put a timestamp down in the description so that you can skip to the review of the doll, because like, I know that's what you clicked on, I know that's what you want. I just thought it would be easiest to come on here and kind of talk to you guys face to camera, because it's just, I've been getting a few comments about the quality, and I feel like if I write out everything that I wanted to say in the comments, first of all, it would be a huge wall of text, and also it's just text, and I really, really don't want it to come across as defensive, because I'm not upset in any way. I know that my quality is like spotty at best and bad at worst, so I'm not mad at anybody who's pointed it out, and I was afraid that if I like said all this in the comments, it would come across as like defensive, and that's, you know, that's not what I want. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it feels like a more complicated situation than it actually is. Basically, this is what I have right now is my iPhone. That's what I use to film and edit, and I have a dinky old laptop that I use to upload. So I have an iPhone 11, that's what I film on, and then I edit in iMovie, and then it goes from iMovie to mail drop in my iCloud email to the computer. So that's kind of the basic. Basically what happens is when I film it, it looks really, really good. As far as I can tell, when I'm editing it on my iPhone and iMovie, it looks totally fine. But the problem that I run into is that I don't have a lot of storage space on my phone. It isn't like 128 gigabytes. It's literally the smallest one that was available when I got it. So with everything else that I need to keep on my phone, I have to have all of my videos in iCloud storage. So I film it, they go into iCloud storage, and then I have to download it into iMovie. And then once I'm done editing it, I can't get it to function. Like, I can't get it to go from iMovie to YouTube, and I don't have enough space on my phone to save it to my phone in order to upload it straight from the phone to YouTube. The only thing that I can make work, and I don't know if it's my internet connection or the lack of storage space or what it is, the only thing that I can make work is using MailDrop to then access the video on my computer. It's not a Mac, it's an old HP laptop, so the compatibility isn't really there. Like, if it were a Mac, I feel like this may be easier, but it's not. So then I have to download the attachment from MailDrop onto the computer, and then I can upload it from there. The computer also doesn't have a ton of storage space. It wasn't built for this kind of thing. I can hold a maximum of 3 videos on that computer before it just like won't function anymore. So when I did first start YouTube, I did try to download a free editing app on the computer and take my raw footage and kind of do it that way. And it did not work. The computer just kind of froze up and shut down. So it just doesn't have enough space. It's not a laptop that's made to be used for editing videos. So that's kind of the situation I'm in. Side note, if any of you guys have tips, anything, as far as how to make this process smoother or like tips and tricks, I'll take whatever advice you guys have got. I didn't study film or video or anything like that, so I'm just a girl with Google and her phone. So yeah, if you guys know more than I do, please let me know, because I do really want to make this better. I'm not sure at what point in the process the video is going from the quality it is when I film it to the quality it is when I upload it. Like, I'm not sure which step there is the one that's messing it up. Sometimes it works out great and sometimes it doesn't, and I have absolutely no clue why that is. Sometimes it takes me 6 tries to get it to go through MailDrop. Sometimes it goes through on the first try. I don't know. It's a far from perfect system. And it is one that I want to do better and I want to upgrade it on. I am hopeful that in 2021 I will be able to get a external hard drive that I can hook up to my fiance's gaming PC. We think that that might be a solution to kind of be able to edit with that. We're not sure, it's kind of, if you guys have advice, again. But other than that, it's just trial and error and seeing what I can actually make work. I would also love to get a proper camera so that I don't have to worry about the very, very limited storage space on my phone. But yeah, that's where we are right now. Basically, I'm just not able to buy those things right now. And like, God, I hate saying that because it sounds so pretentious, because it's like, I know that I'm extremely privileged to be able to buy the dolls and to dye my hair and like have the money for those things. But the reality is that it's easier for me in my current financial situation to have a spare $20 to spend on a doll than it is to save up and buy those like big ticket things that I want to be able to get. It's just not quite as feasible right now. So, yeah, like, I don't want to be like, oh, pity party, woe is me, I can't afford anything, because, like, obviously I'm a lot better off than a lot of other people, and I don't want to come across like I'm whining or, like, anything like that, because I'm extremely grateful for the things that I do have. I'm grateful for the fact that I am able to upload any videos at all, even if they are bad quality, and I'm mostly grateful that you guys still watch them, even though they can be a little iffy. So yeah, please don't take that like in a bad way or like anything like that, because that's not how I mean it. And this is mostly why I wanted to do this over video, so that it didn't come across just as me typing like, oh, I don't have money to, because that sounds so bad. And that's not what I want. But yeah, I guess the short version, after all of that rambling, sorry, it kind of went on for a while, is that I do know that the quality is not great. I am making efforts to try to figure out what's wrong and how to improve that quality, and I am hoping to be able to get better. So all I can really ask is that you guys bear with me. Thank you for those of you who have done so thus far, who watch this, who like, you know, want to talk to me about it, and who are so kind in your comments, like bringing it up. But yeah, so I hope that at least functions as kind of an explanation, so that you guys don't think I'm just intentionally putting out really bad quality videos. I hope that clears that up a little bit. And yeah, let's get to the actual video that you wanted to see. Thank you guys for watching if you did watch this part here, and I hope you enjoy the rest. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. I am really excited to be here again with another Rainbow High doll. I mean, who would have thunk it, right? I just can't stop buying them. So this is going to be Amaya Raine. She is the second rendition of this doll, the first being the one that came with the hairstylist kit, super long flowing white hair. Obviously this one does not have that. She's also my first Amaya Raine doll, and I am really excited about this kind of darker rendition of her compared to her first doll. I love the multicolored hair. I'm so into that. It's not looking good in the box. If I bring it up a little closer, you guys can kind of see it looks crunchy and a little bit tangled, but I don't think that it's anything that a good wash can't fix. And it's just, I feel like it's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited for her. So yes, that was the front of her box. She's got her extra fashions on the side here with her little cheer outfits. And the back of the box is standard Rainbow High issue. So that is Miss Amaya Raine from Series 2 in her box. I, of course, have to take her out, so we are going to do that off camera, and then I will be right back to discuss with you guys. See you in a moment. Okay, and here we are. Guys, we're just going to have to address the elephant in the room here, and go straight into it. I'll talk about the rest of Amaya in a second, but, like, this is a thing. Look at this. Like, this part right here, this particular crease, is like touching a rock. This is so unbelievably much product, and it kind of makes me sad because I love her hair. I'm so excited. Even the back, though, is pretty filled with product. And it's like, it's not a big deal for me. I'm just gonna wash it and restyle it, and I'll be perfectly happy at the end of the day. But I feel like people aren't gonna like her as much because they're gonna see her in box and think that her hair looks awful. And it makes me sad for her, because she's gonna be a really pretty lady. She's gonna need some work, but I think that this is gonna be an absolutely gorgeous doll. She's got so many colors going on. There's a couple of tones of blue, kind of a purpley color in there, and of course orange and pink and bright green, and it's just, I think it's gonna be really good. But I had to talk about that first because, like, she's looking like a rat's nest over here. It is rough. So stick around till the end of the video. My end screen that I do is after I've kind of fix up the doll's hair and put them in their outfits, so she's gonna look better at the end. We're gonna look forward to that. But aside from that, now we can talk about the positives. Her makeup, I think it's gorgeous. I saw some people online talking about how they thought it looked like clown makeup. And, I mean, I guess I can see it. I don't think that she looks like a clown to me. And even if she did, like, clowncore is in. It's fine. But she's got multicolored eyeshadow, a little bit of glitter in there, and just super cute, almost ombre red lips. I think they look really good. So, I mean, I'm happy about it. I'm sorry if you think she looks like a clown. To each their own. She does have earring holes, which is fascinating, because she didn't come with earrings. Oh no, mine only has one. So I don't know how easy that's going to pick up on camera, but that one definitely would not fit an earring. Not that I was going to put any on here, but I guess be aware that that could be a problem. Then moving on down to her outfit. This is kind of the whole look. I'm going to have to take it apart to kind of get to the whole thing. I thought that this was a dress originally, but if you take off the belt, which is removable, got seatbelt buckles, kind of like Karma, absolutely loving that style, and then turn her back around, you can see it's actually a skirt and a top. So she's got two tops. She has the black with the rainbow sparkle across the top, and then this rainbow sequined sort of bustier top, and a matching rainbow sequin skirt. Love the zippers on this. I love how over the top this whole design for the doll is. Just there's rainbow everything, and it's like, if you're gonna go big, you might as well go big. I'm super, super into it. I, of course, appreciate the zipper details with the loose pieces here. Makes it look more like an actual zipper. And everything just Velcros in the back there. Sorry, girl, I keep turning your head around. Moving on down, we have got some really fun kind of unicorn skin sort of socks. I'm sure they'd be very itchy to actually wear, but I think that they look really cool. Super reflective in the light. Absolutely love it. And then her shoes are a little more plain to kind of compensate, I feel, for the rest of her outfit. So there's just black soles on the bottom, and then all of the straps are clear with faint gold lettering that just says rainbow over and over. I will say, as with some of Stella's shoes, these are really, really well painted. Like the rainbow, as faint as it is on camera, I will say in person it is super clear and easy to read. And it really looks super great. I'm continually astounded by the detail that these guys put into their shoes.
Hey y'all, Paige from the future here. I just wanted to cut in really fast and say that as I was undressing Amaya so that I could wash her hair, I did notice she's got a lot of like black marks on her body. It's not all showing up on camera. It's actually quite bad on her back. And like there's a little bit on her arm here. It's nothing that I can't handle. I'm sure that if I didn't put her in clothes that covered it, I could get it off with some acetone. But I did just want to let you guys know that particularly this doll for me had a little bit of a paint issue for her skin.
Then she does, of course, come with her stand. It's almost like a sort of navy kind of color with blue sparkles inside. It's really, really pretty. I know that I shouldn't be fawning over a stand, but like, she's looking good. And then black hangers. And her second outfit is sort of cheer themed. I will say overall, I was kind of disappointed at first to realize that her second outfit was a cheer uniform. Because for me, this is my first Amaya, so like, I was hoping for a whole second outfit. But when I thought about it, it's like she's already had a release. A lot of people have that doll, so it does make sense that they wouldn't necessarily do like an everyday outfit. And of course, the cheer line is releasing at the same time as these, so she kind of themes in with that. I'm less upset. I don't think that I'll be putting her in this, but you know, those are kind of my thoughts on that issue. I just didn't know if anyone was feeling the same way. Let me know in the comments if you also were kind of iffy about the cheer outfit being her second. So I actually thought that these two pieces, these two tops, were one piece. So I was super excited to unbox this and see that it's two separate ones. So we have first her white hoodie here, the fake hood so you can fit all her hair through. Love that she's got the actual strings, just another detail that I appreciate. And much like her black shirt that she's wearing right now, she's got a rainbow sparkle down the sleeves. Super cute. And then her cheer top. This is all printed on, except for the patch in the corner here that says RH. I do like that they have a sewn on patch. I think that that's really cute. So rainbow for her. And then her skirt. So the outside is cute. I will say that the fabric here is like very plasticky feeling. It's kind of fascinating. It doesn't bother me, but it's just interesting. Her RH logo, and of course her skirt is rainbow as you go around. The inside is really fun. So if you turn it inside out, it's also rainbow, but it has holographic lettering that says rainbow over and over and over again. It's really cute. It's not reversible. If you try, it's just like loose threads and it doesn't look great. I guess you could force it onto her, but it's not a good look. But it is fun to me that if you choose to put her in this outfit, you can kind of see little hints of that popping up. And they aren't the same colors. Like this is kind of a tealy color, and then on the inside it's orange. So very fun that you kind of get a lot of rainbow effect with that. Then she's got knee-high socks here. Just basic black with a couple of stripes and the word rainbow around the top. And then her first shoes were pretty plain. These are anything but. And again, the paint job is so good with her. I don't know if this is universally across this doll or I just got a really good one, but they look incredible. They're color blocks, different rainbow colors all the way around, gold buckles, even this little tiny one painted gold, and rainbow across the toe. I will say I think that the paint job is immaculate. I do think they're a bit much for me. Like everything else isn't somehow, but these are a little bit much for me. That's just a personal thing though. I do think that the design is super cool for these. But yeah guys, that is all that I have got for you for Miss Amaya here. I am still hoping to be able to find Crystal. As of time of filming, I haven't been able to find her in stores at all. Crossing my fingers for that because she looks like she's going to be a beautiful doll. So definitely look forward to more Rainbow High content in the future. Definitely subscribe if you do want to see that from me. Like this video if you did like it. And like I said, leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. I love talking about these dolls with you guys. It is so fun to engage with y'all and get everybody's opinions. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys!